Hi, once again, good afternoon. So I'm still with Janice, my friend, and we will continue with another developmental disability that I have to share with her, and we have to discuss. And this time we're going to discuss the fetal alcohol syndrome. So, from the word itself,
Yeah.
do you have some information or do you know something about fetal alcohol
Just from the term
syndrome?
itself,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's about the use of alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right at the beginning of the conception.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's more like it's a syndrome or a disorder that happens because the mother,
Okay.
the pregnant mother, has an exposure to alcohol, and that's really correct. From the time like when she knew that she was aware or maybe unaware that she was pregnant, but this mother may be a heavy drinker or what,
Okay. Yeah.
and she would tend to consume alcohol.
Alcohol.
So that is the point wherein there's a bigger chance for the baby inside her womb to develop a fetal alcohol syndrome. So it will only be shown right after the birth.
Okay.
Yeah, when the baby is still inside, you cannot still see it.
Okay. Is
So,
it affects physically?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
there are physical aspects like their face.
Oh, okay.
And more likely it's really because not unlike Tourette's that it's unknown,
Oh, yes.
but for fetal alcohol syndrome it's more like because of the consumption of too much alcohol,
Okay.
or it's not even too much. Yeah.
Just alcohol.
Yeah, there's no safe time to drink.
Okay.
There's no safe amount for alcohol
Oh,
consumption,
okay.
and all things with alcohol are really dangerous for the health of the baby inside. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, what assumptions? What do you think are some stereotypes for these
Okay.
persons?
So you brought up just a while back that it has an effect in the physical.
Yeah.
So is it similar to Down syndrome? Because that's what I'm familiar with.
You're more familiar with Down
Down
syndrome.
syndrome, yeah.
Down syndrome is another developmental disability,
Okay.
but it's not associated, actually directly associated with fetal alcohol syndrome, because if we're talking a little bit of Down syndrome is more on the chromosomes,
Yeah.
in the genes. But for fetal alcohol syndrome, it's more about the external factor, which is alcohol.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's
Okay.
sometimes really some people, those who don't really know about developmental disabilities, they tend to see every disability like
Yeah,
Down
Down
syndrome.
syndrome.
Yeah,
Yes.
the moon face,
Yes.
everything, but it's actually not. Yeah, okay. So, how do you think fetal alcohol syndrome might affect the person with this disability?
So, it affects, yeah, as you said, it affects the child, and you can see it when
Mm-hmm.
he or she will be born.
Mm-hmm.
And
Exactly.
if you tell that it affects the physical, and also I think the brain,
The mental. Yeah.
the mental aspect of it, this might affect him or her as she grew up.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
In school.
in school, in his or her education.
Yeah, in his or her
And,
education.
maybe social aspects
Yeah,
also.
exactly. Yeah. They are being affected emotionally, physically,
Yeah.
socially.
Yes.
In school, they tend to drop out.
Okay.
And then, the suicidal rates for these people are very high.
Oh, wow.
Because, their mental health or development was already triggered at the first place. And, their behaviors are like, they tend to behave so impulsively, like that. So it's really that's how it is impacted, how fetal alcohol syndrome impacts their life.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So are you aware of any challenges that they might face?
Yeah,
or
just like
misconception.
what,
Mhm.
yeah, what you have said, that it 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 affects their performance
Mhm.
at school.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the suicidal part is very critical, that it is very important that we know that this could cost them
Even their lives.
their lives.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, those are the challenges. Like, for example, of course, at the first place, if their mother or their father are alcohol drinkers
Yes.
at that, so they will the family at first place is being challenged. When they grow up, they might not be receiving enough care, love,
Okay.
right? Because at the first place, maybe, we can say, why did the mother consume alcohol? Maybe she doesn't want the baby to be born, but then the baby was born. So those are challenges, like, for them,
Yeah,
right?
okay.
Yeah. And then, just like the Tourette's, what kind of support and understanding do they need, these people with fetal alcohol syndrome needs?
So if I were be um a friend to them, then yeah, a friend to them, then I'll understand their situation
Just
and
like
try
as
to support.
teachers,
Yeah,
when, like, yeah, because we are both teachers.
yeah, in the
Mm-hmm.
Philippines. Yeah, and if I am the teacher of
Mm.
the child, I will understand that he has needs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yes,
and
there's
that
something going on.
yeah, and that I could construct, differentiated instructions
Wow.
for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, to learn more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I like that part, the
Yeah.
differentiated instruction. Most especially, we have to accommodate these kinds of people so that at least they still get what they need, for their mental capacity to be
Yes.
in that full. So, as I said, we are both teachers from the Philippines. So, I really agree with you when we
Yeah.
have to be supportive,
Yes.
understanding at the point that we have to accommodate their needs
Yes.
by doing some differentiated instruction.
Instruction.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
for
that
them.
that would be really good.
Yes.
And most of all, we have to, at the top of it, they should not feel excluded.
Yes.
If they're in the classroom, they should not feel excluded, but more of us leading them to inclusion, right?
Yes.
Would you agree with
Yes,
that?
I strongly agree with that.
Yeah, so there, that's all for fetal alcohol syndrome. Once again, thank you very much, sis. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
So, and there we go. Thank you very much again, and goodbye.
Bye.